MSC Grandiosa Embarkment Day.
A summary of it overall, it was smooth sailing. So I was a little anxious. I would say not upset or nervous, but my past experience with MSC at the same port, I was on the ship Seashore. They port out of the same terminal, which is Terminal 10 at Port Canaveral. So I went on Seashore back in November. I will do a review of that also coming up. I need to pull that stuff together and I'll do a review of that. But I was thinking that I was going to have the same experience on Grandiosa that I did on Seashore. It's because Seashore's experience coming into the port was horrible. Now that the parking situation was horrible. Like our group that we have for the sailing, people were saying to get there early because the parking sucked and all this kind of stuff. So I got there as early as I could due to the time that I had for check-in, but it was still horrible. I sat in line to get into that parking garage at least 30 something minutes. That was just to get into the parking garage. And then when I got out of the parking garage, it was another story. Standing in line to get on board was horrible too. So I expected to have the same situation with Grandiosa because, like I said, it's at the same terminal. So I was talking about that in the group, and the lady was saying she thought maybe that was just a fluke or something because she, goes out of that terminal all the time and she always does MSC and she's never had that issue. So I was like, I hope so, because I was telling people, I was like, you need to get there early because it was horrible, right? So I think it might have been just a fluke for that specific time that I went, because when I went this time for Grandiosa, it was smooth sailing and I was expecting to have the same situation. So, I was prepared for it, but I got there smooth sailing, got in there right away. It was like one car in front of me and they had all the lanes open to get into the garage. So I got in the garage, found a great parking spot, was able to take an elevator down, go to the port to get on board and everything. And it did not take, maybe I would say 20 minutes tops. It was not long at all. The line was moving. We did not stand there at all. Like I got in line, and because you go up an elevator, MSC is like totally different from Carnival. If you've done Carnival cruises out of Port Canaveral, the way they have their onboarding setup is totally different from MSC. The way Royal has their setup is totally different from MSC. Like, I don't remember Carnivals being this way. And I actually was on Glory back in, I think it was August of last year. And it totally different situation. But anyway, it was smooth sailing. The line, and you go up an elevator. Not an elevator, but you can go up an elevator or an escalator. I went up the escalator. Going up the escalator to get to where they, check your boarding pass and your passport. Then you go through the, security clearance and all that kind of stuff. And then you have to go up to the thing and they check your ID again and, tell you what to do to get on board and all that kind of stuff. That stuff went so smoothly. I mean, just everything just transitioned so smoothly getting on Grandiosa. So once I got on board, I don't care what ship I'm on, I immediately do my muster because I need to just go ahead and get that out the way so the fun can be had after that, right? But when you get on, they will tell you, you can go drop your stuff off at your room and get your room key card and everything like that. So totally different from Carnival. You have to wait until the rooms are ready and everything. You keep your stuff with you and you have to wait until the rooms are ready, and you use your little boarding pass and stuff if you want to drink or whatever. Totally different. You get your card, right then and there. You can just go. So I did my muster and I went and got my card. So this experience was totally different from any experience that I've ever had, and that's why I decided to do videos this time, because normally I don't do too much content. I mean, I have this page, but I don't do too much content. But I decided that I need to go ahead and do a summary and a review for this ship because it was just that amazing. Now, the experience on this ship is not going to be the same as the experience on any other MSC ship. Now, there were a few people that were on there that have cruised MSC a lot. They've cruised like almost all the MSC ships that are over here in America, and a couple of them have cruised MSC ships that were in other countries. And they said that the Grandiosa is totally different from the other ships. Now, the difference that I saw was because I prepay for everything. I always prepay for stuff because it's cheaper if you prepay for it, right? So I purchased specialty dining. I only purchased one this time. I got the drink package, and I purchased 2 of the premium shows, like, because I love theater, I love Cirque du Soleil, I love those types of shows. So they have premium shows, and then they have regular shows that are free, but you have to sign up for them. You have to register for them, or book. Go in there and sign up so that you can get a spot, right? For the premium as well. So I thought just paying my little money to get the premium seating, that just guaranteed me a seat. And just like on the other ship that I was on, the Seashore, they just automatically, schedule you for whatever. Totally different from Grandiosa. And let me explain this to you.